त्वमेव विद्याद्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव माता च पार्वती देवी पिता देवो महेश्वरः बान्धवा शिवभक्ताश्च स्वदेशो भुवनत्रयम् Hari Om and Namaskar to everyone. Hari Om. I don't know, immediately greet when someone greets you. When someone says hi, immediately we say hi. When someone says hello, we immediately say hello. Hari Om is a form of greeting. Is it true or not? Hari Om. Namaste. Namaste. Ah, thank God. In our culture, every relation, whatever be the relation, husband and wife, brothers and sisters, parents and children, every relation is celebrated. There is a day for all relations. Are you aware of that? And we are also given guidance of how to make that particular relation happy and harmonious. Every relation. So, what is the guidance given for becoming parents? And having a harmonious relation between the parent and the child. How simple this is. How to raise our children the right way. That is what this session is all about. As far as India is concerned, in our culture, the raising of the children, the grooming of the children does not start after birth. It starts when? It starts when the child is in the womb of the mother. Are you understanding? It doesn't start after birth. It starts when the child is in the womb. At that time, when the child is in the womb, don't think it doesn't understand. Don't think it doesn't know. Don't think it does not perceive the world outside. It does. There are children who have described their in vitro experience. In vitro means when in the womb. Under hypnosis, they have actually said that this is what I experienced. And the mother said, yes, this actually happened. One child described the conversation between his mother and his aunt when he was in the womb of the mother. He says, but no one was there except the two of us. He says, yes, I was there. I was where? What do we normally think? They don't know anything. Isn't it true? Not only that, as soon as the child is born, another girl, she told me, she described, again under hypnosis, she could go back to the day she was born and she described exactly what the doctor who operated, she was a cesarean kid, what the doctor looked. He says he was looking like that, he was like that, and the mother said, yes. How do you know? He says, yes, I know. Are you understanding what I am speaking? So, your education starts when, or your upbringing starts when the child, and that is why in our culture it is always said that what? The father should always keep the girl, the mother in very good mood, because every thought of hers matters to the child, okay? What she eats, what she thinks, what she does, everything matters. It is having an impact on the child. The intentions also, talking to the child is extremely important even when the child is in the womb of the mother. And that is why in our culture they say, read holy books, isn't it? Read the Bhagavatam, read Narayanayam, read all, do japa, listen to good music. And what do we do when the child is in the womb? Crime movies on Netflix. What happens then? The child comes out only what? Then when the child comes out from the womb, the formula is beautiful, given to us. Please note. What is said? Panchavarshani lalayet. Panchavarshani, till 5 years, just indulge the child. Lalayet. Pamper the child. But we have to change this formula a little bit for the present time. You know, in the past, ask your mothers and your grandmothers, when the child is born, more or less he will be sleeping all the time, right or wrong? Say something. Ask your parents. Anyone who is above 40, 50 years of age, they will see. The children were, most of the time they would be sleeping and they would come out also, their eyes would be closed. Nowadays, how do the children come out? All experienced parents sitting there. Please tell me, how do they come out? I was asked to go to the hospital when the child, I was staying in their home and the child, their daughter had given birth to a child. So I went to the hospital 2 hours, 3 hours after the child was born and the child was like that. Nowadays they come out like that only, isn't it true? The minute they are born, why? Because already over here there is enough, and they already have a Facebook account. Isn't it? And they are so used to this, I think they come out only trying to give a selfie, this like, pose. So, we have to change the formula a little bit. We have to say 2.5 years lalayet. What? Because by 2.5 years you already start sending them to what? Schools. Is it true or not? Pre-nursery and all that. You always start. I asked one mother, how old is your child? Saying 2 years. Saying, why are you sending them to the school? He said, no, they took the child. Then I asked the school, why did you take the child in 2 years of age? It's not 2.5 years also, then why 2 years you are taking? He said, if we don't take, some other school will take, so we took them. Look at the reason. That's how we took the child. So 2.5 years what? Or 2 years what? Lale. Pamper. Only language is the language of love and nothing but love. Oh, you want this? Okay. I don't want this. Okay. Till what age? You'll have to reply. Don't look at me like that and make me nervous, okay? Can you all please reply to what I'm speaking and asking questions? So till 2.5 years what? Lalayet. Just pamper. Love and love. That's the only language. After that, Dasha Varshani Talayet. What? 5 plus 10. Dasha means 10. 5 plus 10 is equal to 15. Till 15 years what? Tadayet. Tadayet means what? The literal meaning of Tadna is what? But that is not the actual meaning to be understood. Tadayet means understand the child. What? Tadna in Hindi also it means what? Understand. What actually it means, this formula means that along with love, there should also be discipline for the child. Now we have to change the formula a little bit here also. Till 17 years they are in the school till 12th standard. Is it true or not? So we have to make it what? From 2.5 years to 17 years when they are in the school, what should you do? Along with love? Come on, say something. And that is why the job of parents is the job of a potter. What is a potter? The first thing that the potter does is prepares the soil. Isn't it true? Prepares the clay. Takes out all the what? Stones and pebbles and everything and all, and what? Makes the clay really pliant and wonderful, and then puts it on the potter's wheel. Okay? So first the potter prepares the clay. How many of you have actually made a pot? Put up your hands. Very, very few of you. Put up your hands properly. Why put up like that? So what do? There's a potter's wheel, and you put the clay on top of the. And then what do? The first thing you do is the wheel goes round and round. You what? Scoop out a little bit of the clay from inside. You make a little hollow, and after that you have to make it into a nice, beautiful, big shape. So you take one hand inside to make the pot grow bigger. But if you just have both your hands inside and you keep on doing like that, what will happen? The pot will break out. And if you have two hands outside and you start shaping, what will happen? The pot will break in. So what do? One hand inside, one hand outside, and you keep on molding it till it becomes a beautiful pot. So what should the parents do? They must have both the hands to be able to shape and mold the character of a child. So what are these two hands? The inner hand is the hand of love, which helps the child to progress and grow. However, if it is only the two inner hands of love, the child breaks. He becomes a spoiled, a brat. What? And if you have, the other one is the hand of discipline, which controls, which helps the child to grow in a better way. Have you all understood this point? So you need both the hands. Unfortunately, what happens, at home there is only the two inner hands of love, and in the school there is only the two outer hands of discipline, and therefore the child breaks at home and breaks in the school also. Is it true or not? Please say something. I truly believe that without the hand of love, you have no right to discipline. Okay? What? If you don't have love for your students, you have no right to discipline. You must have love, then you have a right to discipline. However, if you only have love, you can destroy the child also. Are you understanding? Yes or no? Unfortunately, what happens? These spoiled brats who are only love, so-called love and indulgence, they have to come to school, and the teachers have a tough job in the school. Yes or no? All the teachers say it loudly so that the parents will know. Unfortunately now, of course you can't beat the child, that's out of question. I'm told you can't even look angrily at the child. That also is not allowed. Yes or no? The child does anything and everything, absolute, and the teacher has to just what? Inside they feel like giving? Yes or no? Such spoiled brats, because they're spoiled at home, they come here, the teacher has a tough time. And then if they discipline, they say, why are you disciplined? It's because you did not discipline at home that the teacher is having problems in the school. Agreed? No one is saying yes properly. Let me explain this to you also. There's a beautiful story in the Mahabharata. There was once, when Bhagavan was about to leave, he said, said, I have finished my work on this earth, I am about to leave. But all the 5 Pandavas were very dear. He said, I will teach you one more lesson, because after I leave, Kali Yuga will start. And what will be the characteristic of Kali Yuga, I will demonstrate to you and show you. So he took Bhima to a forest, and a cow had just given birth to a calf. Okay. And you all know, what does a cow do when the calf is born? It licks the calf, isn't it? When our child is born, we give to the nurse to clean it and drink, right? But the calf, what does it do? The cow, it licks. And that is why the love that the cow has towards the calf is glorified as Vatsalya. It comes from the word Vatsa. Vatsa means what? Vatsa is a very common name in Kerala also. Vatsa means what? A calf. And the love that a mother has for the child is called Vatsalya, because it's the love of a cow towards the calf. It's the highest form of motherly love. That's why it's called Vatsalya. Vatsala also is a very common name over here, right? So, the cow was licking the calf. And what happened? A newborn cow will have softer skin, the calf will have. And the mother's tongue, you must have seen the cow's tongue is quite harsh. It is licking and licking and licking and licking. The skin of the calf became black and blue because the licking was so much, and this is almost started bleeding. But the cow did not stop licking. And Bhima said, what is this? Oh Krishna, what is this cow doing? He says, this is called Kali Yuga parents. Did you understand? What is this? Is what? Kali Yuga parents. Baby, oh, what did you do? What did you do? You will destroy them, but oh. Yes or no? I'm not saying we don't pamper the child. Love is required, but you don't do that by which you what? Harm the child. Let me give you some examples, and I always go back to this because it is so important. Anyone who is above the age of 40, 50, all those who are, only those people can identify with what I am saying. Maybe 45. What else? Thank God. See, when you were kids, when you were small at home, did you dare to waste food? Say yes or no, loudly. Loudly, please. No one, you could not waste food. Whatever was put in the plate, you had to eat, right? Okay, was special food made for you? Whatever was made, whether you like the vegetable or not, whatever you like, you had to eat that. Is it true or not? Yes. Now what do parents do? Please tell me. You don't like this? Okay, I will make Maggie for you. You don't want it? Okay, doesn't matter. I can't eat this, and okay, don't worry, leave it, it's okay, don't force yourself. Have you said this one? Please tell me. Don't force yourself. Just leave it, it's okay. I will eat it up. Yes or no? I know as a child also, I had an elder sister, so if she takes 2 chapatis, I want 2 chapatis, whether I can eat it or not. Then I can eat only 1 chapati, then what will I do? I can't eat it all. There's nothing doing, you have to eat it. No scolding, just you sit. Father will sit there and say, eat it. And then I'll say, no, you get up. Why? So that once he gets up, I can throw it away. But he will just sit there. Say, no, you eat. Then we will do all sorts of things. My stomach is paining. Have your children done this? So what did my father say? Doesn't matter, you eat it, then I'll give you medicine, the stomach will be alright, don't worry. Then you do this typical thing. No, I feel like vomiting. So my father would say, very good, vomit, then there will be place, no, then eat it. But you have to eat it. Full stop. You get it? Once this happens, will you ever think of taking more or wasting food? Please tell me. Now, what they did, special food not made, whatever was put in the plate, you have to eat it and all that, and they will give little, as much as you can eat, and then the second time or third time, you keep on taking as much as you are hungry. Was that good or bad? Please tell me. You have to say loudly. Good. Now what do we do? You understand? Now what happens, we say, okay, you can't eat it, throw it away. You can't eat it, throw it away. We don't realize what samskaras we are putting in the child. What is the child understood? Anything I don't want, I must throw away. Anything I don't want is for garbage. It's not required. So what happens when they grow big? We don't want mummy daddy. We don't like mummy daddy. What do? Please tell me. We have not realized. The child does not understand it's a matter of food or something like that. In his head, what you don't like, throw it away. You don't like, take it out. It's not for you. And we all know by this age, all of you have understood, in life you get what you get. You don't always get what you like. Yes or no? Everyone has got this idea now, by now. You are old enough to understand that. You get what you get. You don't always get what you like, and whether you like it or not, you better have it. With a smile, better. Otherwise, cry. But you have to get it. Are you getting the point? What a lovely lesson of life our parents managed to teach us without big lectures and books on parenting. Yes or no? In life, whatever you get. Full stop. You may not like it, you may like it, but that's the way it is. Got it? But what do we do? Pippi, oh Pippi. The second, what is the job of a parent? See, the child has to grow in all the aspects of his personality. What are the three levels of the four levels of the personality of a child? It is physical, emotional, intellectual and spiritual. The total blossoming. Like a flower is there, the flower blossoms. It is not that the first the color comes and the smell comes and all that. No, it all grows together simultaneously and beautifully. And then you have a full-blown flower, and it's a joy for everyone. Isn't it true? Similarly, the child is also like a what? A flower. All the layers of his personality must blossom, and you have a beautiful human being. Now let's talk about the physical. I am telling you, in the present time, even at the physical level, the children are really so underdeveloped or so weak, you can't imagine. Now all of you again over the age of 45. How many of you have climbed trees? Please put up your hands. When you climbed trees, were your parents there? Come on, you have to give me answers. I really want to know. Parents there? That's only young parents are talking. It's not possible. When we climbed trees, our parents were never around. At the most, when we climbed trees, we were either alone or our friends were with us. Yes or no? Yes. Now, we took responsibility of climbing trees, right? If we fell and we came home, then what happened? Our parents scolded us, right or wrong? Now, will you allow your children to climb trees? Bolo. What nonsense you are talking? A small little stool they climb. Baby, don't climb. Be a good boy. Sit down. Yes or no? No one allows anything. You are only saying yes. Maybe don't. Be good boy. Sit down. Don't climb here, there. Don't do this. A small stool you don't allow him to climb. Where will you allow him to climb a tree? And if at all you will allow him to climb a tree, father will go on the top of the tree, mother will push from the back, give your hand, I will take it. Yes or no? This is called what? Climbing tree or what? Are you with me? Now what happens? Every time a child goes, you will fall. Don't do this, you will fall. Don't do this, you will fall. The child never, ever, ever becomes adventurous in his life, because anytime he is doing something which is completely adventurous or something new, in the back of his head is the voice of the mother and the father. Don't do this, you will fall. Don't do this, you will fall. Are you understanding? Please say something.
Yes.
We are producing what type of children? I remember when we were kids, we used to play in the sun, we used to play in the rain, nothing happened. Is it true or not? Now our children are like barometers. 1 degree up and down, cold, why? Climate change. It's like a yes or no.
Yes.
The cold comes, this comes. And I bet any school in the country you take, 15th August there will be flag hoisting, right? Ask any school, doesn't matter. For half an hour, measly half an hour, they have to stand in the sun and do the what? Flag hoisting. How many wicket down? Please tell me. Every school, is it true or not? Say loudly so that everyone knows. Type of children. And parents also now, the government also, so I don't know what to say for anyone. The government will say, don't have flag hoisting. Why? They are falling down. And parents also say, my child is weak, no, don't allow him to go in the sun, please don't. If I was a mother, I would have told the school, make my child sun, that even for 6 hours in the sun, nothing happens to him. Make him strong. Are you understanding? Yes or no? But parents only say, please make him weak, keep him weak, don't make him strong, please let him be. Are you understanding? Bolo. You say yes, but I'm telling you, that's all we do. We make such weaklings, they come. And remember, weak children become weak adults, who become weak parents, who produce weak children. Yes or no?
Yes.
Unhealthy children become unhealthy adults, who become unhealthy parents, who produce what? What? Unhealthy. Will you remember that? So at the physical level also, we have to see that they become what? Tough. They don't grow to their full potential. You just have to see a Olympic or something like that, and you realize, my God, how fit they are. Yes or no? They have to, until they are physically strong, they will always have fear in their heart. They will always be, because why? If you are not physically strong, you are always scared, somewhere inside you. Are you with me? Emotional level. Most of the time, first though that used to be 4, 5 kids and all that, so everyone this. Now, only one child or at the most 2 children, and my God, they have become so selfish. Yes or no? And so it's what the whole attention of the whole family is only on this. Now, again, those who were above 45 years of age. When you were children and adults talked with each other, what did you do? You sat quietly and listened. Yes or no? Please say something now. Now what? Whole attention is on the children. 24 hours baby talk is going on in the house. Yes or no? What is this? Adults don't have a... It's not that they did not love. Our parents loved us also. But it's not that 24 hours all the time going behind them, hoo-ha. Yes or no? They learned how to listen. They learned how to live with others also. They realized that all the time, 24 hours, I cannot be the center of attention of everyone. And now what happens? No giving, no this, me, and only me. Yes or no? What are we doing? I spoke also the other day about this also, that parents also say when they become children, become old, we don't expect anything from them, isn't it? They don't learn to care for others, for sharing. If you remember when we were kids, supposing a chocolate was given, first we had to give it to everyone and then eat. Yes or no? You have to share. Now what do we do? If 2 children are there, this is your chocolate, this is your chocolate, don't share, don't fight. Is it true True or not? So what happened from the childhood? They grow up being what? Me, 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 me. Emotionally, how can you grow? Compassion, kindness, being sensitive to others, sharing, caring, love. These are also qualities. How will they learn it? How will these things, beautiful things, grow in us? How will the bad emotions come out? What happens when we encourage the children? See, for example, the child is there and he wants something. Then say, I want it. He says, no, you can't have it. No, I want it. Immediately when he starts shouting or crying, what do the parents say? Okay, don't cry, not take it. Yes or no. Then what happens? This child learns that we can get our way only by shouting, getting angry, screaming and crying. And what happens? Even at the age of 50, there are people who do the exact same thing that the 5-year-old does. Yes or no? Please tell me. It's not changed. Why? Because this is the habit he has formed when he was 5 years and will continue all his life. If I want something, I don't get it, cry, shout, scream, throw a tantrum and I will get it. Understood? Follow. And then we say, he was very angry. How did he become? You encouraged him to become angry. Because whatever he wanted and he did not get, he would shout and scream. And then you said, oh, okay. You said you scream, you will never get it. Only if you talk properly, you will get anything. Then what he understands, that anger will not get me anywhere. Are you understanding this or not?
Yes.
Follow.
Yes.
But what do we do? Baba, stop screaming, I'll give you. Okay? Emotions have to go. Then intellect, oh my God, that is another thing. A typical school is what I'm saying, and I hope you all don't make your schools that typical. Typical school, throughout the school, only 2 intellectual capacities are being tackled, a little bit also they grow. One is memory, and that also short-term memory. And the other is a little understanding. That's it. Nothing else is this. No creativity, because whatever the teacher says, that same answer you have to give. You can't give it in a creative manner. No creativity, no observation power, no hundreds of other, so many intellectual capacities. Nothing is there. And only short-term memory. By you study, vomit it in the exam. I challenge any school. Whatever paper you have given to your children before the exam. The exam is there, then you will have a vacation. After the vacation, ask the same questions. Don't even change the questions. Ask it to the same children, the same questions. Even the first ranker may fail. Yes or no? Please tell me. So what happened? Only short-term memory. It was there, vomited, gone. Are you with me? And then we call our children intelligent. I told Rama, where is intelligence in this? Nothing, no relation with intelligence at all. This is only short-term memory. Got it? Follow. For us only marks and marks and marks and marks. It's not necessary. And you know, in this day of artificial intelligence, IQ really doesn't matter much. You can always get all the possible things from what? Artificial intelligence will give you all the things you need. You don't even need it at all. Have you understood this or not? What is more important is emotional quotient, creativity quotient, adversity quotient, spiritual quotient. These are the important things because they are the ones that shape the behavior and actions of a person. Have you all understood this? Even in terms of intellect, actually speaking, all the different abilities of intellect are just not tackled at all. And a classic example is, we keep telling our children, study, study, study. How many times has a child ever seen his or her parent taking up a book and reading? Please tell me. They have never seen their children, their father or mother taking any book. How do you think the child is going to this? The whole environment is not conducive. And then they say, study, study, study. Are you understanding what I am speaking? Yes or no? They have seen the mother and father only on the... And then you say, no, not like that. You do. I will do this. You do this. Am I with you? One parent, father was there, the report card he started beating the boy. You failed! What is this? I sent you to a school, good school I'm sending, I'm doing tuition also, this, that, and you still fail. Tap, he's giving him one. The boy is saying, Daddy, please listen, I don't want to listen. Tap. He said, but Daddy, please listen, this is not my report card, this is yours. How many marks did you get that you keep telling your children? 90% only you got, neighbor got 95, you got 99. Is it true or not? Will genes play a role or not? DNA. Your DNA is there in the children now. And you think you did not get marks and then no. You get marks. And remember, the language of marks when they are students becomes the language of money when they grow up. What? Can you note it all down? What? The important things I'm speaking. I don't know how many of you are noting down all these things. What? The language of marks as a student becomes the language of money when they grow up. Because marks means you get a degree, degree means you get a job, job means you get a money. So in the head the translation is what? Marks is equal to money. When they grow up, it becomes the language of money. All we are thinking about is marks and marks. And any teacher will say, just because you get more marks does not necessarily mean you are intelligent. Is it a fact or not? I am not saying intelligent people will not get marks. But I am saying you can get marks and you still may not be intelligent at all. Why? Because you have good memory power and good vomiting power. Are you with me? I remember one particular, I was shocked when the teacher said this. Very good, they always get 100% first class results. In the 10th standard and the 12th standard, 100% first class. So I asked that teacher, that principal, I said, how do you manage to get 100% first class for 10th and 12th? He says, there is only one formula. What? Practice, practice, practice and more practice. So I said, what do you practice? He says, old exam papers. What? Keep on again, one more paper. By the time they go to this, it's like everyday routine, one more paper. Does that necessarily increase the intelligence of the person? Please tell me something. Marks you will get. Intellectual blossoming, if the child, now for example, let's say take mathematics. Mathematics is meant not to learn formulas. How many of you really need those formulas now in your life? Please tell me. No one needs those formulas. When you become a, nothing is required. What? But mathematics is meant to develop your number sense and logic. You understand? So what is this meant for? If that develops, it doesn't matter. The other things are immaterial. You need to develop a number sense, you need to develop logic. That is the reason why you teach mathematics. Teachers don't understand it, educators don't understand, parents don't understand this. You are understanding what I am speaking? So what is the subject? You are not supposed to study subjects. You are supposed to study this so that your inner development happens, your intellect blossoms, your emotions blossom. Are you understanding? And if that doesn't happen, then what are you going to do with formulas in your life? It's going to be useless. Got it? So intellectual blossoming is also extremely important. Create the right environment where the intellect blossoms. So many different faculties of our intellect get just wonderful. Organizing capacity, and management skills, and leadership qualities, and so many other things we have within us. Each one of us has this. They need to get what? You tell someone to come up and talk. Is it true or not? Nothing. And then we have, of course, the very, very important spiritual development. What do we do, unfortunately for us, is we never make prayers or value education and all that compulsory in schools. Is it true or not? Prayers are there in schools, okay, fine. But Never. Study of our scriptures or something like that never made compulsory. And especially Hindus are Mahapurushas. What do we say? Swamiji, it should come from inside. Have you all said that? We should not force that. We should come from what? If they feel like going to temple, then otherwise it should not come forced. I only ask them, if it does not come from inside, then what? And if you are really so democratic, then you should be democratic about everything. My dear child, if you want to go to school from inside, go. What? If you want to do your homework from where? Below. Then do. Otherwise, no. That compulsory. School, compulsory. Dance class, compulsory. This is compulsory. But prayer, inside. Are you understanding or not? Below. Nothing doing. You will not get food till you go to the prayer room and do your prayers. I don't. No, go without food today. Nothing. One day they don't eat, no one's going to die. Are you understanding or not? The child has not eaten, how can I live? Then die. Are you understanding? Oh, it's a funny, useless thing. It's spoiling the child completely. And then what happens? All wrong habits, all this, and especially places like Kerala, you know. What is advertised? On the day after Vishu in the newspaper, what is the main headlines? How much, what people drank. Is it true or not? Please tell me. Is this something to feel proud about? On a holy occasion. It's a spiritual occasion, it's a religious occasion. And what are we proud of? How much we drank? Yes or no? No one is saying yes, but I know. What is wrong with the society? It's a spiritual occasion, it's a religious occasion. And what are you proud of? How much you drank? What is going to happen to the children? Please tell me. What is going to happen? How many alcoholic problems? And then the same government will give alcoholic restitution centers and all. How much? And alcohol is one thing. How many others? No. Again, that is why I am giving the example all the time, taking you back to your what? Childhood. Why am I doing that? Because it's important. If your parents, your parents and your great-grandparents did for your parents and for you, if you can do that much for your children, that is also a lot. I always say they may not be that well educated, but they were excellent in giving us samskars. Is it true or not? The second thing that the parent has to do, one of the other, this is the parent has to play the role of a painter. What do you mean by that? You know, a lady and her husband had to go to a party. So the lady was taking a lot of time to get dressed. The husband got dressed and all, and neighboring there was a garden. So he went and sat in the bench over there in the evening time. But the bench had wet paint. He did not know that, he just sat up. The lady after some time got dressed and went to the garden and said, come, let's go to the party. So the husband said, why don't you also sit? She said, no, everyone is calling us and we are getting late, let's go. So now what happened? The man got up, there was wet paint now, so what would have happened on his back? On his pants he had a patch of paint, okay? He did not know that. Now the lady had worn a fabric painted saris, and nowadays you know no one has fabric painted, it's a very costly sari. Why? You have to do this, very costly. So the lady also has paint on her clothes, the man also has paint on his clothes, but what is the difference? One is called a patch of paint and the other is called a design. The patch has come unconsciously, without knowing it has come, and it adds no beauty to the cloth. In fact, it devalues the cloth, right? Whereas the design is consciously done by someone who is an artist, and it adds value to the cloth. Have you understood this? Similarly, when the child goes around the world, he picks up things just like that which may not be very good also, like patches on the mind. But the parent's job is a job of a painter. What comes unconsciously is called vikar. But when consciously put, it is called samskar. When you remember that, please tell me. So what is the job of a parent? To give good samskaras to them. Because vikar will come any which way. You have to put good samskaras on the child. Have you understood? Now, when all again above 45 years of age, when you were children, what did you play? Please tell me. Quick, quick, quick. What did you play? You didn't play or what? What did you play? Gilli danda. What else? Marbles. Then one ball will be there. You may not even, or one person will have a bat. And whoever has got the bat means he will say, I will only bat. You have to ball. Isn't it true? And you made rules on the wall and on. One ball and how many rules you made and how many games you played, and were you ever bored? All those who are above 45 years. As children, did you ever get bored? Never. We did not know the meaning of the word bored, right? We never knew. And vacation was so much of fun, and we kept on playing, and it was so much of fun. We never got bored, and we had very little toys, yes or no? And yet we were never bored. Now children have what? So many toys, and yet all throughout vacation they will chant a Maha Mantra. I am bored, I am bored, I am bored, I am bored. Is it true or not? I say if that many times they did Rama Rama, they will get moksha. We were never bored. So we think we are giving a better standard of life to our children than what our parents gave us. What is this? Not at all. Our parents brought up children who were never bored, and we are bringing up children who are always bored. Tell me which is a better standard of living. Everyone, please tell me. Think about it. Think about this. They are always bored. Why are they always bored? Have you thought of it? They have got more toys, more entertainment, more everything. And yet they are always bored because they have not learned to live at the pace of nature. What is the meaning of that? Let me explain to you. How much time does it take to go from this end of the stage to this end of the stage if I have to walk normally? How much time? Maybe 10 seconds? Yes? 10 seconds I can reach there now. Now, in a typical cartoon, in 10 seconds, how many things happen? Tell me. This one fight, this one happened, that happened, this, go on this, that. Right? So, all their entertainment is at what? This pace. The minute that entertainment goes away, normal nature level entertainment is what? It's slow. Isn't it true? It's a normal thing. You can't have a flower going ding like that. But in the cartoon, how will the flower grow? Will it grow like that? 2 days, 5 days, 10 days? No. How will it grow? Are you understanding? So when the mind gets used to this level of entertainment, and then when the entertainment stops, I am bored, 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 I am bored. Are you understanding what I am speaking? Yes or no? We have condemned them to a life of boredom because they have not learned to grow up at the pace of nature. Will you remember this? So less entertainment at this level and more entertainment at a natural level. Take them to the beach, take them to take them for a vacation with the nature and not with the instrument. Take them to places of natural this and all that. Parks and open air and everything which is nature. They will learn to live and entertain at the pace of nature. Are you understanding? Another very important thing. Nowadays everyone is becoming so commercial, everything has become so materialistic. Have you heard this? And why is that? Think about it. When we were kids, we played with the ball and we played with this and we played. We did not. How much did you pay to play? 0 paisa. Is it true or not? We just played. We were all together and we played some game. If nothing was that, we made up some game and we played. We did not need paisa to play. Nowadays, is there any game without paying money? All our children are only what? Everything they play is only they pay and they play. They pay and they play. So in their head is this notion, what? You cannot have fun without paying. When all of us had this experience, we had a lot of fun in life without paying. Yes or no? Please, these are all important things that I am speaking. I hope it goes in. We played without paying. So we know in life you can be happy. Money is there, fine. Money is not there also, you can still enjoy life. Now what do our children grow up thinking? If you have no money, no enjoyment, no pleasures, no fun in life at all. Are you understanding? Please tell me. There's a lot more that I have to talk. I can talk. But our time restriction is there, and therefore I will tell you one last story and end. As I said, there's a lot more that I can talk. Maybe I'll tell 2 stories. Is it okay, all of you? See? Many times parents say, I had it so difficult, it was so difficult, our life was so, we had so much of struggle, money struggle, this struggle and all, and I had to walk 2 kilometers to go to school, and I did not have this and all and all. So now I have all these facilities, so what? I don't want my child to suffer at all. Yes or no? Come on everyone. I did not get ice cream once a year only. I got ice cream, or once in 2 months, 3 months I could eat an ice cream. So my child, every day you eat ice cream. Whether you want or not, you eat. You died, but you eat ice cream. You understanding? Does it happen or not? Now I'll tell you the story. There was this little, there was a, what do you call it? A pupa. They have that cocoon, that butterfly. It grows inside the cocoon. So this butterfly was inside the cocoon, it was that. And you all know that there is a hole through which it comes out. So what happened, inside this butterfly was struggling to come out of that cocoon. So one kind man, he said, Arey Rama, this little butterfly is trying and trying to come out, but it's not managing to come out. So with his kind heart, he made the hole a little big. So next time the butterfly struggled, it came out. Now when it came out, what happened? It had a nice fat body and its wings were very, weak. And so it just kept on going on the ground and could never fly at all. And that is when this kind-hearted man realized, oh my God, what a big mistake I made. Why? Because when this butterfly is inside that cocoon, it keeps on struggling, and as it struggles, its body becomes thinner and thinner, and its wings become stronger and stronger. And finally, when the body becomes very thin, that same small hole that Bhagavan made, it comes out of it, thin body, strong wings, and it flies all over the world. Have you understood that? But we say what? No struggle. My child will not struggle. I struggle, so you suffer, and no struggle for you. You understand that? Got this or not? All the problems I will face. You go, you remain useless, I will take all your problems. Yes or no? All of you know when you were in school, sometime or the other injustice was done to you. Someone got more marks, or you did not get the marks that you deserve. Has it happened to you? Everyone please put up your hand if it has happened to you. Don't put like that, you put it properly. See, most of you, all of us had this, somewhere or the other, where 2 marks will be less or something will be less. So what happened? You went and told the teacher. that I deserve 2 marks more. The teacher said nothing doing, you are not getting it. Then you go home and you tell your parents also that 2 marks is there. So what will the parents say? I am not talking about present generation, I am talking 45 years back. What will the parents say? Don't worry, it's okay. Next time study more and get more marks. Yes or no? And now? What will the parents do? Fight go to the school and complain to the education minister, complain to prime minister, complain, right or wrong. Dharana, because this is Kerala. So immediately, injustice done to my child. Are you with me? Here what happened? If there is injustice, we learn how to cope with it. Got it? In life, injustice is going to be done or not when they grow big? Yes or no? They won't know. That time when no one is supporting me, no one, this is life. Sometimes you get something good, sometimes when we would make mischief in the school and we get a complaint, the parents will scold us. Now, if there is this, we go and scold the teacher. Yes or no? Running a school and being a teacher is a trauma these days. Why? Because of all the funny rules and funny parents. Are you understanding? Yes or no? That brat that you have in your home, imagine that teacher has to deal with 40 of them. For some little time in your home you can't take care and the teacher has to have what? Are you understanding what I am speaking? I always say teachers are co-parents and parents are co-teachers. Will you remember? All of you keep looking here. You all just sit down quietly. Now both of you, are you not quietly? Why? Because everyone starts looking at you. Nothing is important right now. You just keep quiet. Very good. Everyone keep looking here, okay? Good. The last story is only, don't worry. So what do you remember? If the children have to struggle, let them struggle. You understand? Let them learn to face life. You have to teach them how to face life. Not make them useless and say, I will face life for you. You can't. And when they grow up and all the parents only have been taking everything, they are useless. They don't know what to do. And then they'll say, no one is supporting. Of course. No one understands me. Of course, no one will. There is no contract written by the world that hereby we will understand you all your life and support you. Has a contract been written like that by the world? Please tell me. Yes? That hereby the whole world will support you. Who said that? No one has given the contract like that. No one is going to support you. That's the way the world is. You better learn to understand that and face it. Have you understood this or not? Otherwise complaining, no one supports me, no one is encouraging me, everyone is again, What type of children? Yes or no? And some big people become adults also and they never become great and successful. Why? Because they're all the time complaining, thinking that the whole world, just because their parents did all this nonsense, the whole world is going to do that. No one is going to take nonsense from you. Have you understood that? Yes or no? Your parents will take nonsense from you, the world will not take. They will say you are what you are. Okay? And parents also so intelligent, is inside very intelligent. What? Sometimes they may be regular, ordinary, good, nice children. But not everyone is very intelligent. What nonsense? Let's have a proper evaluation of our children. Are you understanding? Yes or no? And don't give some expectations which they don't have. They will have some things which are so beautiful about them that is never discovered. Just because they are not good in maths and science, we think they are not intelligent. This is absolutely ridiculous. Yes or no? And maths and science good means they are good. What nonsense? They may be really completely unadjusted people who will become failures in life. Are you understanding that? Follow. Some funny value about maths and science, as though history and geography don't matter and social sciences don't matter. Understood? Funny. I tell you, it's all motions and wrong motions. When will our so-called educated parents become truly educated of how to raise children? Now the last story. father, mother, son and grandfather. 4 of them staying. And in olden times, that was the type who was wearing that, topi and dhoti and that type of a person, North India. The grandfather was absolutely, he had not studied English or anything like that. Then retired now, he was staying at home. Maybe a farmer or something, he was staying at home. And this daughter-in-law was a very sophisticated lady and all that, and then they felt a little ashamed of the father who was all topi and dhoti. So they told the father, you stay in your room and whenever you need anything, we'll give you a bell, you ring the bell and call us. And we'll give you whatever you want. Now one day the son came from home, from work, office, and he came. And then he asked his wife, how is daddy? He says, I don't know, he has not called from the whole day. He said, but if you didn't call the whole day, didn't you go and see? Did he not need something? So the son, at least scared enough, he went inside and said, Daddy, did you want anything? Why did you not ring the bell? He says, I wanted something, but what to do? Your son has taken the bell to play. So I could not call you. She says, Arey. Then he called the small child and said, Chunnu, come here. Where did you take the bell? Why did you take it to play? This is not a play toy. Grandfather needs it. You can't take it away like that. So he says, no, I am not taking it for playing. I have taken it and kept it in the safe. When you grow old, I will give you the bell and you can call me with it. Have you understood that? Whatever you do, your children are seeing all the time. Your language, your body language, your words, everything that you do will affect the child more than anyone else. Outside, we are all scared of the outside. I am telling you that those are fads which they will pick up, a hairstyle or something like that. But the values they will pick up from the parents and the teachers. The two greatest influences in the life of a child are the parents and the teachers. So your role is extremely important, and one of the best roles in life is that of a parent. I tell you, before I entered the ashram, I loved my parents. After I went to the ashram, I don't love my parents, I worship them. This is a fact. I consider them pujya. I no more think of them as just someone I love, because we understand that we are what we are because of our parents, nothing else. So parenting is one of the most fulfilling and the beautiful role that has been given by God to you. Children are not your own, but they are come through you to fulfill their own destiny. And you, I'm sure, will do a wonderful job, because our children are our future. And you will make our future of our country and our society wonderful by raising beautiful children. Thank you. To prevent your children to become very selfish is, don't tell them everything of mine is yours. What? What do we normally say? I am working only for you. Everything of mine is yours. Then what happens? They get this notion, become selfish, and then they fight over the property of the parents. Is it true or not? According to me, parents, what they give to you, they may give, they may not give, or they give it to someone else. That's okay. Raise your children like that. That parents, what you make is yours. What parents give you may come to you or may not come to you. Everything is not yours. Can you all do this work? Please say something. What happens? They become so selfish. They become like that. So from the beginning, you say, what is I am earning, I can give it to someone else also. And you must give it to someone else. Okay? Then only, and tell your children, I have given it to someone else. So that they also learn that everything is not me and me alone. Have you all understood this important lesson? Swamini Vidyalaya is having a primary section built, pre-primary, pre-nursery. So whatever is there is going to go for that, which is the future of children, right? So therefore, please understand, because I don't need anything. I don't have a family. The whole world is my family. That is why I said Mata cha Parvati Devo, Pita Devo, Maheshwaraha, Bandhava Shiva Bhaktascha. So whole universe is nothing but my family. So I don't have any particular person to take care. Your children become what? My children that I have to take care of. So therefore, it will go for this cause. So whatever is given and will be gladly accepted for that. Thank you. Have your members. As you go out, you will be given a prasad pustika, isn't it? So please, as you go, prasad, you have to do prasad, no? So no laddu is there. And the prasad pustika is a beautiful article by Pujya Gurudev called Our Children, Our Future. So lovely one, please read that